Okay, so here at home I have this northern water snake because it was a rescue, and we're gonna go turn it loose here in a minute. But he is a very, very large water snake, northern water snake actually, about 3.5 to 4 foot long, I'd say. These species, the Nerodia sipedon and Nerodia family in general, they really like to eat fish, and that's pretty much all they'll eat. They'll eat frogs on the bank occasionally too. But usually when you find these, they're at an average length of 1.5 foot, I'd say. And usually they're females when you find them very big, but this is surprisingly a male, because the male species are actually smaller than females on normal occasions. One thing I like about the northern water snakes is, if you can see here, their scales are really, really keeled. Gives them a really neat texture. Usually these are a lot of a meaner snake, kind of intimidating people, and they often get confused with the water moccasin or cottonmouth or the copperhead. And this is a pretty good example to show why they'd get confused with those snakes, because of the color on him. He's pretty good colored, about like a copperhead, just darker, a little bit darker. Usually these snakes are they're really, really aggressive. So basically, if you just kind of hold them with 2 hands, take the time, just pick them up, don't be scared of getting bit, they usually taper down quite a bit. But pretty old snake. They're usually found around rivers, creeks, lakes, ponds, bodies of water like that. They're found either in the water or along the bank basking, which is actually where I found this guy. So, really, really interesting species. Has a lot of damage done to him. Looks like here, at one time he got cut open in the belly, all the way down there, right up here. Some damage done to his scales, a little bit of his tail broken off. But other than that, he's in a really, really good shape for a snake this old. Another interesting thing about these snakes is, like a lot of the pythons, they're really heavy-bodied. And I don't know, I like them heavy-bodied snakes. They're really cool. So, another reason why they'd get confused with the copperhead or the cottonmouth is, if you look at their head there, it has kind of that triangular shape because of the jowls or muscles in their cheeks. And when they flatten out, what they'll do is they'll flatten themselves out to make them look bigger, and it makes their head triangular, like a lot of the venomous snakes. So